but this one's even more intense because they've taken that advanced design, whipped it to a composite aircraft, and put a radial engine in it, the Radial rocket. This aircraft is owned and flown by Ross Boyette. He's from Jasper, Texas, and he's just taken to the sky right now. Isn't that cool? So it combines kind of like that old and new look. The Radial rocket, our first aircraft in the Homebuilt Showcase. There's lots of different materials that we use for Homebuilt aircraft. We have composite, plastic style construction. We have tube, metal fabric, wood, a little bit of everything. And our next aircraft is no exception. The Glacier 3 is owned by Melvin Reister. Glacier is celebrating their 40th anniversary as they made the scene in 1986. There we go, the Glacier 3, again a composite aircraft construction. Look at those retractable gear, high performance, cruise speed, believe it or not. Landed about 1,800 feet with a range of 1,000 miles. Can you imagine that? That gentleman, Melvin, is from Alberta, Canada, flying the Glacier 3 in our Homebuilt Showcase. Lots of different aircraft, and again, many different types of construction, and really easy to figure out how to build these things. You can build them in your garage, in your basement. Some people have actually started building them in their apartments. So just about anything is possible. Next up is our Vans RV4. Flown by Sundance Carson. This is built in 1996. He's been flying it for years. It's actually just some of the amazing things that you can do with home-built aircraft. That's the cool thing about experimental aircraft, is you can do just about anything. Literally, you could order a fancy glass cockpit installation on Monday, install it on Saturday, and go flying on Sunday. We've got a couple of Glaciers in our Homebuilt Showcase this afternoon, and coming up is no exception, the Glacier Sportsman. Now the Glacier Sportsman is a little unique in that it is kind of a hybrid design. It uses steel tube for the main fuselage, aluminum sheet metal wings, and a composite fuselage to give it that streamlined shape. Tyler Jensen from Tempe, Arizona, has brought the Glacier Sportsman to the field today. He flies this literally all over the country. He was telling me that he typically flies kind of a circuit during the air show season from Los Angeles to San Juan in Florida and to Oshkosh, and he's been doing this for the past 4 years. There it is, the Glacier Sportsman, flown by Tyler Jensen from Tempe, Arizona. All our Homebuilt aircraft in the showcase here, if you've taken some laps, so you have a chance to take a second or third look at them as they go around the pattern here. Coming up next is our iconic, I say that because it's 40 years old, introduced 40 years ago in 1986, the Vans RV6. Owen Wilking from Ridgecrest, California is flying, and he's the owner of the RV6 today. Originally built by veteran vet Chris Liebach and named the Little Nipper after his nephew. The RV6 is taken to the air momentarily here. Looks like we've skipped a spot, but we've got something really cool and really unique coming down the runway now. Look at it very closely, everyone. This is a replica Wright B Flyer. Our last airplane, really a treat. It's a modern flying Wright B look-alike from the Wright B Flyer organization. Model B was the first aircraft to enter production, manufactured from 1911 to to 1914. Nearly 100 Wright Model Bs were built, mostly in Dayton, Ohio. These aircraft were then sold to the U.S. Army Signal Corps and civilian market way back when.
Oh my goodness.
All the modern military and civilian aircraft can truly trace their history to the Wright Model B. So you'll note as it's taxiing by, a very 1-inch flyby, I guess you could call that. It's a single engine driving 2 propellers with the power transferred using a chain, just like the Wright brothers did in some of their original aircraft. The modern version of Wright B Flyer that we see today was built by the Wright B Flyer organization. It's an all-volunteer, nonprofit organization located at Dayton area. The pilots flying the Wright B Flyer today are Jeff Stans and Tom Walters. So check out this aircraft up close. It'll be in the vintage area as you're walking around Oshkosh today. Remember to stop by the workshop area and check out some of the forums. Again, just north of the control tower, you'll see the workshops where you can do hands-on in sheet metal, fabric construction, composite construction, woodworking. We have TIG welding, we have gas welding, and we also have our past grand champions from 2025 on display in the Homebuilt hangar. Also, a special note, check out the aeroplane workshop, which is right across the way, just east from the Homebuilt hangar, where we have demonstrations in sheet metal forming, composite construction, fabric construction. We're restoring a Player Special, which was one of the original home builds from the 1940s. We also have Zenith aircraft building a Zenith right in front of you. And our little home builders workshop corner where we demonstrate techniques in home built aircraft construction. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give all of our showcase flyers a big round of applause. Amazing aircraft out there, and we truly appreciate your support. And we just are glad you're here today here at EAA Oshkosh.
Thank you very much, Mark Forrest, for bringing us the home built review once again this year. Some great airplanes. Absolutely amazing to see that Wright Flyer just taxi on by. The winds today probably a little bit beyond their capability, but it was awesome to see it and to see it taxi on past the crowd line and on its way back to its display area. Reminder that today's air show is sponsored by Radial. Right now, turn things over to Lunar Sawyer for our next act.
Thank you so much, Steve, and thank you, EAA AirVenture, for having Trojan Thunder Solo, Jerry, here with you today. Now, as we wait for John to come up the box,
Okay, I'm going to sit, but I'll stay here and wait for you. Let me know when you're ready.
He is the solo aerobatic pilot for the Osho team, known as Trojan Thunder. When he's not flying solo for them, he is their lead pilot. Jive is a retired United States Air Force Lieutenant Colonel and fighter pilot. He currently lives at Fly Airport in Lake Wales, Florida. He's originally from Lancaster, Missouri, where Jive was bitten by the aviation bug at barely.
And sorry, Eric's back with you.
When he was 10 years
And
old,
Eric, Company 36, taxi vehicle.
down there and paid a penny a pound for him to take a ride. Cessna 132.
Very good.
Since Jive's first time in
And give way to the right flyer coming from your left to right, and then it'll pop up.
Like,
Move it.
now we're waiting for everybody to get here so that Jive can be called into the box by our wonderful visitor bosses. Continue telling you a little bit about Steve. Just about that the next summer at the Jive, Steve had his first ride with Dan and decided to take him to an air show. And he saw
Yeah, that was totally broken, but taken.
They were flying T-38s at that time, and it was at that air show that Jive.
Tailwind go to the orange bit off on the ground. We're on.
But he
Okay, thank you very much. I think I heard all the home builds are on the ground.
He knew then that he had to work hard because John, no one else in his family flew. He needed to start his own flying lessons, which he did when he was 15 and on his 16th birthday. Despite
All right, when all the home builds are ready, you guys can go ahead and cross over the main runway.
he soloed on